Thank you for enjoying your sweetest moments with me merging timelines. Today I'm going to channel a divine message for Aquarius, Sun, and Moon viewers. Channel a message for Aquarius, Sun, and Moon. Aquarius. So Aquarius was hopeful for a reconciliation of the past, or was invested in a reconciliation of the past that they were disappointed in. I feel like there's a sense of stagnant energy here of the past that we're comfortable in, Aquarius. Wow. Aquarius, Sun, and Moon. So we put something aside in our heart that the world is going to present to us again. Wow. And the 10 of Cups. Yeah, it was, wow, for a minute, 4 of Cups. So coming out of the feeling of rejected by an opportunity you were looking for, an opportunity that you wanted. This is all your own mind, right? And I think that you're aware that it's been in your own mind that you've missed this opportunity. And so you've been extremely disappointed, and your disappointment even has allowed you to become comfortable. But the world has presented a new opportunity for you, Aquarius. Maybe it's not what you were looking for. Maybe it's not how you were looking for it to come in. But it's here, Aquarius. Past life. So it has something to do with your past life. The situation involves the memories of it. So if you could remember something of your past, kind of aligns with this, Aquarius. Like maybe a family member you were very close to had the same life, Aquarius. So the world is going to be presented to you, but I don't feel like it's in the same way that you've let go of. I think because you've allowed yourself to let go of something that you've worked on, you have a different or a shift in opportunity, and it brings you abundant sense of home and happiness, Aquarius. It has something to do with your past life memories. All right, let's go ahead and get an animal spirit message. So in your past, you may have given birth to a new project or a new idea, or even had a baby recently. So she's looking towards the past in this picture, and I put her right next to the past life memory. So there's something about this last pregnancy that's brought forth a past life memory for some of you. Something that you chose not to work on is, it's kind of being mirrored back to you in its experience. Kind of like you are having the same experience as it. Maybe to create more compassion amongst the dynamic. But I see you opening up to a message from a friend, maybe even a coworker, and you see things differently, Aquarius. something that you were once disappointed in, you can find happiness in it now. And you see how it was only your own mental conflicts that were causing you heartbreak. The Deer. You have the Deer. I'll put my book off. Hold on. Aquarius, the Deer. This is going so quick, guys. I'm shocked at how quick the message came out this week, but we'll touch on it again and probably pull a clarifier. All right, so loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The Deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but it is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates a sense of grace, calms the room. A Deer personality affects others in the way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The Deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. So again, maybe some of you were recently pregnant, and so you resonate with this message and this energy. You're loving, you're intuitive, you're graceful, you're the mother. You know, and even if you are the masculine energies watching Aquarius, know that you have this gentle presence that calms the room. You enjoy nature and children, and you're encouraged to spend more time with them. I feel like you find a place of residence with them more than you do with anybody else. You are like aliens, Aquarius. You like to be childlike and free and just inventive, and more so inventive in that fact that you're always using your imagination, you're always trying to come up with something, is in perfect alignment with the children and nature. So spend more time, it will help you. It'll help you feel fulfilled in places where you might feel empty at times, disappointed. Those children and that animal reminds you not to be disappointed. You're not alone. You actually do have it all. Let's see what else we can get, because we're kind of just, I kind of want to clarify the world and see what else is coming up for you. Because you've let go of something totally, like a project, a house, like anything that you can come full circle, a job even. This took a while for you to come out of, and maybe that's what you feel so disappointed about, how long it took for you to just let it go. Because maybe you feel like you held your own self up in a way. But everything happens for a reason. And I know it sounds a bit cliche, Aquarius, but they do say we're just to honor the flow of our seasons. And I think that you've come to the place now where you're willing to let go. You've worked on something new. You've given birth to a new idea through this through this pregnancy. Some of you is maybe your first, and some of you maybe your last. Aquarius. Or maybe they're drawing attention towards a time frame when you were pregnant and you developed an idea that you stopped working on. It's time. The opportunity is coming again for you to make your way. And you'll be extremely happy. You'll be extremely happy with this. And I feel like the message is being reassured through a friend. Like there's a friend of yours, Aquarius, that is saying, man, I believe in you. I believe in your dream. I see your vision. I can help you build this. Maybe there's even another feminine energy. Take that how it resonates, guys. Even male Aquarius. Maybe there's a friend of yours and she is giving you some like receptivity within your inventive ideas. She sees the vision where no one else does, or he does, you know. Hang on to that friend or that person, that lover that is reassuring you of your ideas. Aquarius. All right, so let's clarify the Nine of Cups. What are we disappointed about? What is this thing that's triggering us, Aquarius, with the Nine of Cups? What's triggering us? Why do we keep seeing that? Nine of Cups. Why do we keep feeling this disappointment? It's so crazy because it's in direct opposition of where you have access to be. So it makes it feel like it's a choice to just reside there. And during the first few days. So maybe you've been trying to nurture and calm your own self in this, and you haven't even realized it, because on some sense, due to the way we're brought into society, we're always at first projecting until we're in our awareness. And even once we're aware, we still become subject to our pitfalls, right? Our unexpected curveballs, our emotional triggers, right? And so what are those things that we either don't see coming, when we see it coming, we decide to respond the same way instead of taking the high road? What are those things? Nine of Cups. Because I feel like maybe if you change the way you look at that, you can get out of the fact and move into the Ten of Cups, which I know and see that you're going to do either way. But it's definitely a matter of you just deciding to shift your perspective on what it was, whatever that emotional trigger was. The Nine of Cups, please. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Why is the Nine of Cups here for Aquarius, Sun, and Moon? Why is the Nine of Cups? And I feel like I really don't like to go this in depth and make it very specific to one or two people, because for every one of us, Aquarius, this is going to be different. Because I don't tell you anything you don't already know. It helps you just think outside of yourself, you know. Here to ignite every single person I can by holding up the mirror to you and you doing your homework when you find space for that, you know. And you'll find mental space here because at one point you were up in conflicts, but they were conflicts of your own because of how you chose to reside in that space. Nine of Cups. I don't know if I should clarify, guys, because I really don't. The Father of Earth. So there was something here about our security that we were learning about. Even some of us are still learning about that. Our need for home and security. Such a gentle energy here with the Deer. And the fact that the only reason why this person becomes disappointed is they had an expectation for home and security. Aquarius. What's the Two of Pentacles here? Because that right there is stopping you. No, it's not stopping you. It's encouraging you to build, but build outside of yourself. So I want you to continue to reflect, right? With the Moon here, even though you've created something, you created something out of your feelings. So there is something that you're needing to look at, even for males. That's not just for women who are pregnant, who recently had a baby. It's also for people who have given birth to something else, new ideas, new jobs, new what else? What is the new frame that you've stepped into, Aquarius? Because that you decided to build on more than you were building in yourself. okay? But the world wants to show you new opportunities. The world wants to give you something else. Let's see what the Two of Pentacles. So because we've got that, right? We've understood that we decided to build outside of ourselves. I'm more so curious about what's the project we let go of. How are we going to recognize that when they present the world to us? What is going to be that I see it coming, you know? The flags that are like, come here, it's over here, you know? What's going to direct our flight? The world. Clarify the world. What's going to direct the flight for Aquarius? Okay. So, the Star in reverse, Aquarius. And the Six of Water with the overall energy here. So, we are in some sense still nostalgic about the past. Now, you choose how far back is the past, right? There's 8 years here. Some of you could have remembered a time when you were 8 years old. The message is just going to be different for everyone. But that sense of you is still unhealed. And so even when the world is presented to you, it will come through a place where you're unhealed. And that, I don't know if I feel very like over the moon about it. So I'm going to clarify again. What's the Star? What is the Star in reverse with the world? What is that about, Spirit? The world and the Star card. Aquarius. Aquarius. What is the world? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so just releasing burdens. It's like, how do I put this? So you have the Brother of Wind, which is with your sign Aquarius right there. So it's still like messages for you on a smaller, maybe smaller scale, meaning that they were in simple forms because you were still conditioned to what you released. I feel like these two cards are saying the same thing, right? Except it's just saying, I went through this, I recently got out of this. And so even when I feel something new is approaching me, I still have to take time to decide whether or not it's for me. You know, and that's fair. If you just think about it, if you just came out of the gym and you were working really hard, you're not going to be prepared to start running again, right? Or you're not going to be as on guard or as, I don't know, like how do I, that's not a good example. Let's see, and what's an example? Like you just woke up, right? And say that you just woke up and your fight or flight or your awareness is just not fully intact because you are just woken up, you know, that kind of feeling. And so, I don't know, Aquarius, I'm giving really bad, really bad scenarios here, but it's what I can come up with right now. But I think you know what I'm talking about. When the world is going to be presented to you, you're still going to be a little reluctant to the change because of your familiarity in such a heavy place. Like, I feel like even when things come to you light, you'd be like reluctant to receiving it because you're not familiar. I'm trying to use different words. I'm sorry. You're not familiar with how things can be, right? So you have to try your belief again. And I think that's why our hope shows up in reverse, is we're being challenged to try our beliefs again. Can life really be a little bit lighter than I'm used to it being? Is that a possibility? It surely is, Aquarius. It surely is. And if it has to come from someone, if it has to start at some point, you can bet it's going to start through you, you know, through the humanitarian, through the one that brings community together. Okay, so start finding that thing again, and we'll touch base in February. Thank you so much for sharing time and space with me. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.